Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Eccentric Minds. Today we'll be talking about relationships.
Ooh.
What you guys saying? You guys got a girl?
Yeah, man.
What's that? How's that going for you?
It's going well. It's going real well, you know. Yeah, I mean, I know it's only the start of the year, but, you know, it just feels like this year, like, something special is going to happen for us, you know.
No, I'm happy to hear that.
Man.
That's good news. Happy to hear
Hey.
that. What about you, Daniel?
Daniel.
Robert?
Alright, cool.
Wait.
No, this is jokes.
Cut that shit out. Cut that shit out.
I'm also booed up as the new vocab. That's the latest
Booed up.
vocab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I don't want to say Mrs. because I'm not married. And some people around that age get married anyway. But yeah. I got a girl. I'm good still.
How's that going?
It's going well.
I'm glad to hear
We've
that.
had our ups and downs, but
Yeah.
I'm
That's
really
normal, though.
glad. Yeah,
Yeah. That's normal in every relationship, ups and downs here and there.
for real. And I was just a bit immature to realize that that's part of the normalities of a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
because we, like, obviously growing up as a youth is like we don't really tolerate. Okay, I'm going to speak from a guy's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
We're mostly like logical thinkers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're very rational in how we do things. Like, we tend to get less emotional,
Yeah.
but like, so like we don't really tolerate nonsense
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
So like I didn't have the patience
Mm-hmm.
for such things. I'm sorry, I'm just in a complete amazement right now because
Yeah, no worries.
all of what I've learned this 2020, that's what I needed to learn in part of 2020, like just like the ups and downs, and that's where the love really gets tested.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the patience, you know, the long suffering and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you must tolerate anything, no.
No way, you can't.
Yeah,
Otherwise
but
people will just walk over you.
literally. But yeah, exactly. And but yeah, earlier on in the relationship, I've really learned like a good lesson, or I've learned some lessons, I must say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to practice more patience, to like become more thick-skinned,
Yeah.
you know, and to just also be kinder with words,
Yeah.
but truthful. Because,
Exactly.
yes, we must correct in love.
Mm-hmm.
And because there are like with women, like another thing I came to learn is that like how they think differently,
Yeah.
you know, in how they approach certain things. They're not, for example, I'm not gonna, the way I would talk to you, man,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk to my girl like that.
Of course.
Yeah,
And that's the mindset I had. I'm like, no, like, don't.
Well, like you used to talk to your girl the
Different.
same way you talk to
a bit, yeah, like man them,
Man
yeah.
them. Oh.
Like, you know them ones.
Yeah.
But that shows you're comfortable with your girl, like
Yeah.
you can
Because,
just
'cause-
be yourself, like
Yeah. But at the same time, your girl is also your best friend as well.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
she is mandem in a way.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
the way, what I mean is that like when it comes to like patterning her or correcting her, like,
Yeah.
I'll be like more like fix up, you know.
yeah.
Like
You got
that's
it,
something
bro.
I'll say like to you, man. I'll use
Yeah,
that
yeah.
tone with you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't be fair to use it upon her. Like I have to be like a bit more gentle. I can still like be truthful,
Yeah.
100%, but like I can't come on that approach. I can't come at that angle.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
That's the whole point of a relationship, innit? It's a learning curve.
100.
Yeah.
100%.
No, it's 100%.
100%.
You learn new things about each other all the time. you know?
Exactly.
That's how you grow.
Yeah, man.
That's how it is. What about you, Edward?
I'm single, man. I mean, I'm single. I'm dating, but I'm not in an official relationship. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not cuffed at the moment. But
Yeah.
I'm dating. I'm getting to know this girl. And things are going well. But, you know, just like Robert, I've been in that relationship where I thought that everything had to be peaches and cream in order for it to work out.
Yeah.
But really and truly, I learned the hard way as well, innit?
Yeah.
It's like,
We live and we learn.
yeah, man. Arguments are bound to happen, bro.
Yes.
And it's part of a relationship. And yeah, man, I now looking back, I'm thinking I could have resolved these issues that we had. So I'm kind of looking back like, damn, why did I end it just over arguments? Like,
Exactly.
when it's normal. So in that sense, I was a bit immature as well, innit? Like, I didn't really think that there had to be arguments in a relationship, you know, in order for it to work. So yeah, man.
Because like touching on that point as well, like when me and my girl had a fallout, or the big fallout, well, like we argue anyway. I know it's normal, but like some challenges, I'll say, when I thought to myself, this is why so many people like around our age group, even like grown men, like they're just hardly in relationships like that. It's like they start with one relationship, then they move to another, then they move to another. I was thinking like, why did you break up? Oh, you just fell out, you just argued. Or like, she's annoying. Okay. I was thinking like, obviously that's when I was learning like the normality of these things as well. I was thinking like, this stuff is normal.
100%.
It is normal. It is normal.
You know? Like you have to be speaking for a man, I'll say for a woman as well, like you just have to be thick-skinned when it comes to challenges like that, man.
Yeah. And there's touching on a good point that you made about men being logical and women being more on the emotional side. That is actually very true, and I think that's where the relationship is tested, because you need to understand how each other think, how each person
You have
thinks.
to be an understanding person.
And it's all about adapting at the end of the day, man.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You're dealing with two different people, two different individuals, and you just have to understand each other, man, in order for it to work.
If you really love someone, then you're putting that effort to adapt.
100%. You can't date someone that's exactly like you. You're going to bump heads, fam, and it's not going to work.
Sorry, I just wanted to say one more thing as well, because it's like, it's like someone would say a scenario and they'll be like, oh no, I'd walk out. I'll just walk out. No, I'll dead them off. I'll break up with them.
Yeah, that's what you would do.
Yeah, exactly. But then I was thinking, because sometimes I was a bit swayed. But then I was thinking, but then if I really love this person, I'm always a person that's willing to teach people. I care about people, like, because obviously every man falls, innit?
Yeah.
I care about like teaching people than shaming or just leaving them be, you know, because we don't know everything.
If you truly care about someone, you'll do everything you can to help
And that's
them.
where a lot of
100.
relationships fail, man, because they have the opportunity to teach the other person where they went wrong.
Yeah.
But instead of doing that, they just want to bounce like as if they should have known that. People want to go in relationships where the person is already, I don't want to say established, but like they have everything figured out. But really and truly in a relationship, you're supposed to figure things out together.
Exactly.
So that's where we go wrong, man.
Touching on that topic, sorry. There was a recent girl I've been speaking to. She was a Bengali girl. And whenever she had a problem with something, she would never tell me. She would never want to speak about it on the phone, because I'm the type of guy, if there's a problem, I would want to speak about it on the phone. But she just didn't want to resolve the situation. She was mad childish.
Like, she wouldn't even want to speak about it to you in person.
No, like if she done that, it could have helped our relationship together. But I feel like it's a 50-50 relationship's always 50-50. Like you can't be putting in more work than one other.
Exactly. It can't be one-sided, man.
Yeah, at all. You know, it really does take a toll on one party.
Yeah. You can't be childish. You gotta be mature.
Indeed, because when real life problems come, then what?
Exactly.
Obviously, our mindset's changed compared to back in the day. Like, speaking
Like
from
us.
yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah, because we were
like,
younger.
Yeah, and after we wasn't really wise like that. Like, knowing us, but
I'd say we're doing a pretty good job at wising up at this age, because
of
there's
course.
man way older than us that still think the way we did when we were young.
Yeah.
So we're maturing at a good pace, isn't it?
It's a good rate. Like,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I feel that's mad the way we've matured, because I can remember years ago the way we were.
College, innit?
The way I
college.
just see a massive change in all of us, you know.
Yeah,
The way we've grown as men, like, you know, it makes me proud of you guys, man.
No, it's a beautiful thing to see. It's a beautiful thing to see, man. Like, you basically grow up together, you just see the change. Like, it's a beautiful thing, man. So yeah, man.
It's true.
Yeah. So you, basically, you said you've dated a Bengali girl, like.
Yeah.
So what's your stance of interracial relationship now?
Boy, my experience was quite rough, because her parents wanted her to only, obviously I'm Muslim in it,
Yeah.
and her parents only wanted her to marry someone from their background. So
Were they Muslim as well or no?
yeah, but they were Bengali,
Oh,
so they
okay,
wanted
yeah.
a
Bengali
Bengali
guy.
husband for their daughter.
Them ones.
And then I can't lie, that's what made us spread apart, because without the parents' blessing, me personally, I believe it's just long.
Yes.
Like
Fam.
you need family support. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
fam. Same. I went through the same thing, bro.
It's your story.
Yeah, like it wasn't as bait as your situation, as in I never even met the parents and all of that. Yeah, but basically my ex was Indian, innit? One of my exes was Indian, and she told me herself that if I got to meet her parents, they wouldn't be feeling man, innit? I'm black.
It's dumb, innit? Like they think
It's hella dumb. Fam.
based on your skin color, what?
Yeah.
you're
it's
gonna-
dumb.
So
are they-
I was thinking personally, I was like, so how are we even supposed to move forward? Because I don't want to marry. Because first of all, when you marry someone, yeah, and she was talking about marriage as well, when
Yeah.
all of that was going on. When you marry someone, you're not just marrying them, you're marrying their family as well.
Basically.
So for me, it's like, what's the point in being in a relationship where you're not accepted? It's gonna be a divided family when you get married, and then because of that, your children are going to suffer as well because they won't be able to, see granddad or grandma and all of that. So it's just like, it's long, fam. I just saw the bigger picture and I was like, I can't be bothered, man.
And sorry, and that's unfair.
It's
really
mad unfair.
It's unfair because it's even better that you're not. It's better for you not to marriage, not to marry.
Marry.
English. It's better for you not to marry them, because imagine marrying them now. Them man will just be giving you bad eyes, fam.
yeah, literally.
Bad
They'll
eyes.
give you no support.
100%.
Like,
Like it'll subtly be there. Like they won't really rate you like that.
And that's the worst thing is when they don't. It's not explicit, but you can feel it still.
Yes.
That's the worst, man. And that's another thing about interracial relationships. Is like, for me, if you're looking for a deep connection, yeah, I don't have anything against interracial relationships, but
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, as a black man, yeah, if you want to be in a relationship where there's 100% deep understanding and connection, you're better off with a black woman because there's that sense of togetherness and they understand you as a black man. End off, like they understand you. They understand your culture. There's no difference of culture. They understand your struggle as a black man. So when you date a non-black woman, it's like it really depends on the person,
Depends
but
on the
you're more
individual,
likely to connect with someone from your own background. But it is possible to connect with someone from a non-black background, but it's harder, I'd say.
Yeah, but then like as time goes, they will even adjust. They would even get used to like your culture.
Yeah,
Exactly.
True, true.
Vice versa.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
How do you feel that interracial relationships are looked at, like within the black community? Like,
what do you mean?
like for example, like you say how you were with a Bengali girl, right?
Yeah.
And their family wasn't very accepting of that.
Mm-hmm.
But if, like, I'm saying, like, how do you think black people would accept an interracial relationship? So how do you think your parents would accept her?
What, her?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
my parents are very loving people. Like it doesn't matter what skin color you have. Like as long as you're a lovely person, you're loyal, like we're nice to each other, we're getting on well. That's all that matters in their eyes, isn't it? And I feel like that should be the case for all cases. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
that's the thing.
you shouldn't get with someone based on skin color. Like
Exactly. Because I'll tell you what, because within the black community, I think we also have that same problem. You know, the
No,
same
we
way.
do,
Yeah.
It's true.
Subtly.
It's
You
true.
know?
It's true.
that applies for all races.
Yeah.
Black, white, it doesn't even matter what you are. Like
Yeah, but no, it's true. Like black people, we have that as well, especially from, I'd say, black women. Like they more time when they see a interracial couple and there's the black man. Like I've been in that situation when I was going out with my ex. Yeah, I'd get certain looks from black women. From black
it's
women.
disgusting.
Kind of
innit?
like
it's kind of disgusting.
kind of like.
still.
The thing is, I couldn't even tell if it was a dirty look or not, but it was just a look. Like they would just
It's like,
stare at
"Ugh,
you.
why are you going for her?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like why
yeah.
you not dating someone from your own background? And it's it's a bit mad, fam. Like I don't know how I didn't know how to feel at the time, bro.
That's what I mean. Like,
Can I say something like,
Yeah.
regarding that? This is just my rough assumption, but for people scorning you just for choosing a girl that has a different race to you, I can just imagine their perspective being like, "Oh, you ought to know better because you don't have a black queen or whatever," and them kind of things there.
I think that's
But
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous indeed. But someone who's actually real with themselves would know that if the love is real, if they're respectful, if they have like the morals, values, etc., then stay by my side. That's why even like my mum, before I got with my girl, she was asking me, "Oh, I asked my mum, I said, Mum, what kind of girl do you want me to bring home?" My mum said, "I don't care if she's white, black, Asian, Chinese, whatever. As long as she treats you well,
exactly.
looks after you, etc. You know the rest." And I was thinking, well, I thought that anyway, but it was good to get her perspective and get her take on it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because that's how it should be.
100%. Yeah.
Did you ask like your mum, like to get her blessing or something, or was you just asking out of curiosity?
Just out of curiosity. Yeah. Just out of curiosity. Yeah. Interracial is wavy, you know. Yeah, I like the mix.
It's nice to mix, like
Yeah.
You have one person that's like from Poland, then you got my man there from Jamaica, from India.
yeah.
It's sick, man.
Like I can understand why people want to keep it within their own race.
That's
I
fair
mean,
enough.
I'm
fair
personally, I'm one of them people now, innit?
Yeah, like
now,
it's understandable. Like
it's because I've learned so many things about it, because I've had obviously we've had experiences with interracial relationships, and I saw certain things that I didn't like, and it was also about talking to certain people, like, you know, them girls, yeah, the non-black girls that, you know, you ask them, "Oh, why do you only date black men, like only black men?" And they'll be like, "Oh, because it's my preference." For me, I don't know. I don't know if I buy that, man, because the thing with black men, we're very sexually objectified as people. So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You hear it all the time. "Oh, black man has got a big penis," or "he's masculine," and that. So that could be the only reason why they want to be with a black man. And some women, want to only do it just to experiment, kind of like, you know, just to try it out based on what they've heard on black man. And I'm not gonna lie, that pisses me off, fam.
Same,
But
man.
I've been also in a situation where I've got into something with a non-black woman, and we both knew what it was, so we were kind of like using each other in a way. Like, I know that you're only here because you wanna test the waters or whatever, and I'm here for the same reason, innit? So we both know this is not going anywhere, but you know, we're just kind of having fun or whatever, and it's
Live in the
it's
moment.
sad, fam. Like to even have those things in it, because I just don't think it's right, man. Like, I just don't think it's right.
Can I just say something? Like you said, you're the type of person to keep it within your race, like with black girls. Cool. Me personally, I don't think you should judge other races based off the people that you've been with, because you can meet a nice white girl, a nice Asian girl in the future, but because you already have that mindset you have now, it could impact that relationship.
No,
you know
but
what I mean?
you have to remember, I'm not basically just you know, disregarding my future interracial relationship based on what I've already experienced. It's also because I'm looking at the bigger picture. Like, for example, I read an article a couple of months ago about how by 2050 or something like that, the black population is going to decrease by 56%, just because there's an increase of interracial relations. That shit was scary to me.
I heard about that.
It scared me still.
I heard
So I was
about
like,
that still.
is this what's going on like right now, fam? Nah, man.
Wow.
Like, for me, that shit was a bit scary. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with interracial relationships, but it's just like, as black men, we should also look out for our own race, innit? Like,
Yeah, our black queens.
because let's be honest, bros, like a lot of black men, we date outside of our race more than any other race. That doesn't sound alarming to you, fam?
Do you think there's a reason for that?
Of course, self-hate. More time is self-hate, fam.
That could be partially.
Yeah.
Some because obviously they like to just experiment new things, just like to try new things.
Yeah, true. But a lot of the time it's self-hate, man, in my opinion. That's what I think. It's like, they feel like dating outside of your race is some sort of like prize, or it makes you better, or and you know, in the black community, I'm sure we've all heard this before, you know, our black peers saying, "Oh, I want mixed children," or something like that.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that's a valid enough reason to date someone
Outside
your race,
Okay.
just to have mixed children?
I see where it comes. Yeah.
So you see what I mean? We're
Yeah, no.
objectifying, fam.
Yeah.
It's like you just, it's not right, fam.
It's not.
So basically, you're decreasing your own race because you want to have mixed children.
And that's because it doesn't make it even feel genuine.
Exactly,
To be
it's
frank.
not. That's what I'm trying to say, fam.
Like, you're just gonna love man just because he's a light skinned man or
Exactly.
or
And
white.
what happens down the line? Divorce. You had your children. You had that. Now you're not useful to me anymore. So why am I sticking with you?
At all?
And I'm not saying I'm not saying that's all relationships, but I've seen this happen a lot of time. I'm sure we all have, innit?
Yeah,
So
no, it
that's
has
the
happened.
reason why I think this way now, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah. It's a
this
sticky one, man, because it's a very touchy, because there's so many different layers to it. Some people are actually genuine, and a lot of the people are just doing it just cause, innit?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy because I've been hearing this since I was a kid. Oh, I want to have mixed children. Like, so many people. And at the time, I didn't see what was wrong with it, but I see it now, innit? And it's like, it's crazy for how long this has been going on, fam.
I feel like some black girls, or black girls in general, are looked down upon in today's society.
Of course,
like,
yeah.
obviously, we gotta look out for our black queens. Obviously, I know a couple rappers that are starting to put black women on the map, like getting more black
Yes.
women in music videos and stuff.
Yes.
Because before they used to get like Latinas, mixed race
Light skins.
in the background. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, it's ridiculous, to be honest.
And like dark skinned girls are beautiful, bruv.
Yeah,
Bro.
they're beautiful, man.
They are, man.
Like
Black is beautiful.
black is beautiful indeed. Black is
Every race is
excellent.
And that's what,
Beautiful.
and that
Every
goes
race.
back to my point of, you know, our childhood. It's like we were conditioned to think a certain way, because when we were younger, it was all about the lighties. You know what I'm saying? And it was
I
even
hated that.
it was even conditioned through like TV, like in adverts, for example. It's always the light skinned woman that you see. You know what I'm saying? Even today, fam, with like interracial couples. I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of the time in adverts, whenever there's a couple, it's always interracial. Like it's.
I don't even
I
pre
think-
too tough still, I'm not gonna lie.
Huh?
But I don't pre too tough, but then
I'm not sure about
I won't,
that one,
Like you haven't noticed.
I haven't really noticed too much.
Like a lot of the adverts right now are like interracial couples. I'm
I'm not surprised though.
Yeah, but in a way, I think it's because they're trying to push like equality, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It's also like, what is it really doing for us as a race, though?
You know, people used to do light skin
Lighty,
pictures on
add light in the name and that
yeah.
light skin, brown skin.
Yeah.
Like, you're black. Everyone's
Facebook,
black. Like,
fam.
Yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean?
But and that's what I'm saying. Like before, it was all about the lighties, and then our black queens came to our rescue and literally lifted us up. That's why dark skinned guys are the ones right now. We're winning. It's true. But I feel like we're not really returning the favor with black women, though. No, it's
That's
true.
why I said
fam.
they look down upon.
They
like,
look, fam.
They're
they look-
underrated.
They're
like,
underrated, fam. And you know, we need to be the ones to love them, bro. Like, come on, man. They're helping us and we're not helping them. It's not really fair, man.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. That's why I'm for the sisters, innit? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Right now, innit?
Yeah.
I'm for the sisters. I'm. Who knows? I might end up with a non-black woman. Who
Yeah,
knows,
and
innit?
anything could-
anything.
possible,
But I'm just
anything.
saying that when I'm outside, my eyes, you know what I'm saying, they're active for the
Yeah.
black women. I pre a couple non-black things as well,
there's
but
nothing wrong
yeah.
with that. You know
You know what I'm saying?
Every race is
Preference is black women, man, for so many reasons. It's not just it's not just looks, but for so many reasons.
Yeah.
So many reasons, man.
So what do you think about black women that date white men?
I love
Never
seeing
really
that.
talked about
I
that.
You know
love
what?
seeing that.
That's rare, and but it's a nice thing to see. Like it's not rare, but I'm saying it's not as much as the black man dating a white woman.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think that's a. You know what? I've noticed about the black man. I mean, about the black woman dating the white man. The black woman seems very happy. They look happy in those relationships, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that says about us. Does it mean that we don't treat them well? Because, bro, I don't know. I've seen some black guys treating black women like trash, fam. And if a white man can treat a black woman better than a black man can, then that's worrying, innit? We need to check ourselves.
I haven't got stats. However, But don't you realize that when it comes to families, there are more black fathers that are absent rather than white fathers?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well,
Yeah,
I've heard stories on both sides, really. You
but
know,
majority of the
But-
time,
It's
but I
more
get what you
prevalent
mean.
in the
I get
black
what you mean,
community.
yeah.
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 I think that plays a part as that could be a potential reason as to why they might go for someone outside their race, whether they're white or etc.
Oh, like the product of
Because
that
of a lack of a
household,
father figure,
like
you mean?
because they didn't have a father, so they.
No, but like just for example, I don't want to feel like I'm like talking irrelevant, but characters of a black man.
Mhm.
I'm not saying that that's what
Oh,
totally a
I
black
see what
man
you're
is.
saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But
Because
they don't
because
want
of
that.
what they witnessed as a child, they don't want a repeat of that, so they go and date the opposite. Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Oh
potentially.
right. Yeah. I think that plays a part in
That
it
could
as well.
potentially play a part.
Yeah, I think so. Because you get an image of what you want to be with as a child, like your ideal partner. You get an image of that when you're a child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's true.
That's why.
That's
That's
true.
why a lot
That's
of people want to date, men. A lot of women want to date men that are like their fathers, or boys want a wife that's like their mum, like in terms of characteristics.
Characteristics,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it can be. It's a potential factor, and because it's like, okay, the example I have at home is not a good example. Let me look outside. Let me look elsewhere.
Yeah.
Then they'll probably look into
Definitely
the
plays
next
a part.
option,
Definitely, fam.
You know.
What's you guys' opinion on like double standards?
Sorry, double standards. That's like when a rule is applied to like a woman, like 2 times or 5 times more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, there's no equality between the mandem and the
Yeah.
girl.
It's like okay, cool. If you see in the street a man hitting a woman,
Yeah.
everyone's gonna go crazy and all that. Obviously, gonna break it up, gonna rush the guy.
Mm.
If you see a girl attacking a guy in the street now,
Everyone's
people might
calm.
laugh, might record, get their phone out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
It's unfair. Number one.
not
Yeah,
fair.
man.
still.
Straight up, it's unfair. Secondly, I think it's just how society is. That's how society is, and it doesn't mean that it's normal, because a society expect the mandem to be tough all the time. We're gonna have times where we get knocked down, where we do cry, and stuff like that. It just comes to, it's just it's unfair. Yeah, like I said, it's society. It's just how it's built. Like, mandem are meant to be looked at as strong 24/7,
overpowered or something.
Yes.
Little do people know we have feelings as well.
we don't have emotion. We have less emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Or we have less to no emotions.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just because it's that way. It doesn't mean that it's normal.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not meant to be that way. Just because something's normal doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the answer to that is straight, man. It's unfair, but as he said, that's just the way society is set up, man. The man is the strong guy, woman is the delicate one that could never do no wrong and all of that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair at all, man.
But it can be changed.
I think
It
it's
should be
changing
changed.
slowly, though.
Low key.
It's slowly but surely it's changing.
Yeah.
But until we see a proper change, I don't even know if we'll be alive to see it, because it's going at such a
That's the
slow
thing.
pace. You never know, fam. Like even when it comes to like rape allegations and stuff, people are quick to believe the woman. I'm not saying we shouldn't believe survivors,
Yeah.
but I'm saying a lot of people just jump in to believe the person without looking at the facts just because she's a woman. But if it was the other way around, it's like, really? She hit you? Like, but the thing is, men get raped as well,
Yeah.
The men actually get raped, but it's not as popular as the women getting raped because they're seen as they're looked at as more delicate and all of that. So yeah, double standards there.
So you guys, do you feel like women are more open now compared to back in the day?
Yeah,
100%.
Yes.
There's certain things women will say on social media like, I love it when bass spits in my mouth and shit like that. Do you feel like they're abusing their power a bit? They're getting a bit too confident.
Like, because they know that there's not going to be any repercussions for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I
your
think
opinion
I think the fact that they're getting more confident is good in the sense that equality with
Yeah.
men and women should be accepted, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think that with certain women now, it's gone past the point of equality, bro. Like, it's like they're trying to kind of take over, and more time they're on social media just bashing men. You know what I'm saying?
I hate when that men are trash.
Yeah,
I hate
bro.
when women
I've
do
heard that so many times, innit?
Listen, yeah, that statement to me personally, it died a long time ago.
Because it's so
Just-
normalized now. It's
Yeah,
peak.
or that's their problem because of one bad man or bad experience
couple,
that they had,
yeah.
or couple, whatever
Yeah.
that they've had. You want to now come and generalize? I mean, like the guy you had was trash. Like,
Exactly.
not me.
If that's
Exactly.
fucking you up mentally,
Yeah.
go counseling or therapy or something, then come back into the game, innit? Into
100.
the dating scene and stop chatting shit.
Because like,
Giving us all a bad name, fam.
but then this is what it is again. Like when it comes to like the rational thinking in some areas, yeah. Because obviously, me as a guy, let's say, okay, I had one bad experience with a girl. Well, am I gonna come and judge every girl and say, oh no, you're the same, foul attitude, you're disgusting, X, Y, Z, you know? But then, yeah, it comes back to like, it's just women. That's just women, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
But at the same time, like they're growing up now. They're not kids. It's a bit childish.
yeah, definitely, man.
I've been in that situation where like I've been speaking to a girl now, and
Yeah.
her previous partners treated her like shit, basically.
Right.
And then me personally, I think I'm a good guy in it. When I come along now, she doesn't know how to act, so she has expectations from her last boyfriends, and she's putting it all on me now. So she don't trust men. She doesn't know how to trust someone. She doesn't know how to open up to someone. Like,
Wow.
No,
and it has
it's
a
true.
big impact.
You know, there's so many women like that.
They're broken.
Because they're so broken. So when a good guy comes along,
Yeah.
they don't know how to take all that goodness, fam. Like when you treat them
exactly.
right,
They don't know how
they
to
don't know how to take it. So that's the point. That going back to the point I made, broken girls like that, they shouldn't be dating, fam, because you're gonna end up ruining the good guy as well. Because
Exactly.
now the good guy is gonna feel unappreciated, and in his next relationship,
Yeah.
he's gonna turn into some dickhead.
He's
because
a fuck boy.
yeah, like a
Yes.
fuckboy that you women, you know,
Yeah.
like to call us. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, yeah, it's not fair because then you're affecting the good guy as well, and he's gonna turn into some dickhead as well. And yeah, it's
I,
not right.
I saw a quote on an Insta story by, well, I believe it's a generic quote. I don't necessarily need to quote the person, but it says, "If you don't heal, you will end up bleeding on people that didn't cut you," and that's just too deep. It's too raw. It's too.
That's
raw.
a good quote.
It's too
Still, I can't even
deep.
lie.
Love that,
Still.
love that.
It's such a fire quote because it's just too raw. Like it's true. It's such a true statement. When it comes to self-love, like you need to, a person, I speak for both women and men, because obviously men, there are broken men out there too. Like you need to really give yourself affirmation.
Yes, I am this. I am great. I
am
love
great.
yourself.
I
Love
am-
yourself.
Gee, I am great. I love me. Like you have to be your own best friend.
Bro.
Yeah, because once you've got all of that, like it literally, you can literally radiate it to anybody. Like you can radiate it to anyone,
Yeah,
and it's just sick, man. And yeah,
it's
speaking
contagious in a good way.
of yes,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what contagious means. Like you
Yeah.
can catch something.
Yeah.
It will make relationships better.
Yeah.
It's more healthier, you know. Like your relationships with not only your spouse but with your friends as well,
Yeah, exactly.
and family and etc.
Yeah, definitely. I believe you should love yourself first, man. Because if not, it's not gonna work. And loving yourself is actually a journey, bro. I think
It's not easy at all.
it's not like you have to. It won't happen overnight. It takes a while. I'm going through that now. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I'd say that I love myself, but I could love myself more. I'm still in the process of getting there. But
Yeah.
compared to maybe 6-7 years ago, fam, I love myself.
No, that's good.
100%.
That's good. That's good.
I'd say maybe 7 years ago, something like that, wasn't really feeling myself. Don't know why. Maybe because of childhood trauma or something.
Yeah.
Don't know. But
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely a process, man.
Good to love yourself all the time.
Once you get to that point where you love yourself, it's beautiful, man. It's like no one can come and ruin your peace, fam. You're at peace with yourself. So it's just a beautiful thing. And it just changes your outlook on life. And I'm smiling about it, just thinking about it now, because it's just so, it's like heaven, bro. It's just positivity.
To God.
It's like all of a sudden you're allergic to that negative energy, fam. I can't deal with that, bro. It's like as soon as I get that little sense of negative energy from someone, you're cut off.
Yeah.
ASAP.
100.
In terms of that negativity, like we need to stop putting each other down, man. Like women need to stop putting men down. Men need to stop putting women down.
Yeah.
Like we're all the same, innit?
We all live in the same
You know?
earth.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that sort of mentality needs to change for real. I just feel like I'm not trying to bash women or anything, but I just feel like they're able to say anything nowadays, you know. And I don't know. I just feel like men don't have that same freedom to just speak their mind. Women can say anything nowadays, and you know, it's looked at like it's normal.
Yeah.
And you know, and I'm that's not to bash feminism or anything. Like I'm all for equality. I'm all for women's rights and everything, and women getting more freedom to speak. But sometimes it's just too much, and they take it too far.
Yeah.
You know, there needs to be that balance.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Because that's where, well, with lads, with men, that's where this whole pride roots from.
Pride.
With like being vulnerable
Yeah.
around each other.
A lot of people have pride nowadays.
Can't cry as man.
Exactly.
And stuff like that. Like, no, it's even healthy to cry.
100%.
Because,
yeah.
I've cried in 2020 well. I cried well, like I proper drained myself out, G. Me, must cry well. Great and slowly.
Shed them tears.
Trust me, not. But yeah, I'm like, I hadn't even cried in like a good 9-10 years. Like,
Swear.
yes. And I thought I was the man, like, cause I'm a hard nigga, like, no.
Because
like,
that mentality you had back
A
then.
lot of people think like
Yes.
that. They be like, they say it, they
We all had
kind of
that
wear
before.
like a badge of honor, like, oh, I haven't cried in 10 years.
like, man's not moist.
Man's not moist.
I'm
I haven't
not gonna
cried
cry.
in
Nonsense.
Bro, wet your eyes a bit, man. They need some moisture,
It's
bro.
good to cry. Like,
man.
the opposite of.
I ain't cried in like 10 years. I'm not gonna lie.
That's not
Yeah.
good.
Bro,
You need to cry.
You need to let shit out, man.
Gee.
Because it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard for me to cry as well.
Yeah.
And I've been in situations where I had to literally force myself to cry.
Yeah.
But after you cry, you feel lighter in a way. Like
It's so therapeutic, man.
it's therapeutic, bro. It's a nice thing. I think by nature I don't cry easily, but I would like to cry a bit more when I'm in the situations where I feel like I'm crying inside. Because I
Yeah.
cry internally a lot, but
It's
it
toxic.
just doesn't come outside, bro.
That's toxic, man. It's
It
so
is,
so
it is.
toxic.
It is. I'm working on that.
Do you guys feel like if a woman sees a man cry, they see it as a weakness?
If they want to see it as a weakness, that's their business.
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't care.
But I feel like that's why a lot of man them out there, they want to portray themselves as a big man. Like, nah, man doesn't cry.
No, well,
I think
that's
it's a
insecurity then.
I think
Yeah.
it depends on the woman, because some women, they would actually, comfort you, console you while you're
Yeah.
crying.
Inside of you, innit?
But
Yeah.
there's also on the other side, there's the hypocritical women that would
Yeah.
say, "Oh,
he's
it's
weak.
okay." No, that they'll say it's okay for men to cry, but as
Okay.
soon as we do that, you know what I'm saying, we're weak and all of that. So there's that side of women as well. Those are the ones that you need to watch out for, man.
Like, honestly, it's all about the man being secure in themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Because like I can go to freaking Hyde Park and cry.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. No one can say anything to me.
Take a picture, bro. I don't care, bro.
Literally.
Like, I'm
Like,
cry. So
the man's
what?
balling
I'm
out, man's
human,
balling
bro.
out,
Like,
100.
Don't you
Most-
feel like that's so sad though? Like the society we live in today, like if you're crying out on the road, someone's gonna get their phone out and Snapchat you and laugh
bro,
at you,
there's
make
there's
fun of you,
even
mock
worse.
you.
There's even when a murder is taking place and they'll video it. That's even worse.
That's
It's like everything we just whip it out just to,
Social
just,
media
just
for the
clout.
phone.
Just
Yeah,
for
for the
clout,
clout.
fam.
Yeah.
It's mad.
For views.
Yeah, that's definitely sad, man. It's sad. Instead of helping the person, you just wanna
They're just a-
get your phone out.
everything. Even when you're doing good deeds, they feel like they need to whip out their phone. Like you see some of these rappers when they donate.
When they're giving back to the community
Fam,
and they
oh,
love
yeah.
recording
Yeah.
themselves,
Or
like
when they're giving money to a homeless man and they're like, "Yo, take this, man." Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like Bro, did you
don't
need
need
to
to
really
record
record
it.
that?
You didn't need to record it. You gotta respect what they're doing because they're helping out
Exactly.
someone at the end of the day. But
What if
there's
the-
no need
what
to
if-
record
What if
it.
the person doesn't want to be on social media?
True.
You know
I'm
what
sorry
saying?
to say this, yeah. I don't know if it will even rattle you, man. But hey, that's insecure. Well, it's a bit insecure in my opinion because it's a thing of like God can see that I'm doing that. I don't need to record and put on socials anyway.
It's
you
about
go.
your intention.
There
you
we
go.
go. It's the intention, exactly. And this sort of links with, I know it's slightly going off topic, but like it sort of links with like wearing a Gucci belt, like them ones you tuck in your jumper so you can flash the belt out. Sorry,
Yeah,
no, I'll keep it real.
I hear that.
Even if you man do that, I'll talk the thing, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
fam.
I'm sorry. I have to be honest.
Straight.
Yeah.
Straight.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, like if I was to own a Gucci belt, yeah, I would tuck over it, or I'll wear that coat that's over it because I don't need to show the world. I don't need validation.
Because you're humble as well.
Exactly.
I just think it's pointless. Like, I'm not even the type to spend £300 on a belt, fam.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'll just go M&S, buy me a nice £20
Straight.
belt, and I'm set, fam. Why do I need a... Fam, nah, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I feel like certain people do the most nowadays. Like
Yeah.
they'll buy the most expensive drip.
For one picture. on
Yeah, for one
Insta.
picture. I think girls will be all over them, but that's not the case still.
Yeah, and they find out the hard way. You don't really... What you're looking for,
Yeah.
you're not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, do
you're
you know
looking
what
for
I mean?
that attention from girls.
Exactly.
You're not going to
You're
get
not
it
gonna
more
get
It
it.
don't
time.
make you look good. It just makes you look desperate.
It
Yeah.
does.
Honestly,
It does.
it
Very
just makes you look
desperate.
seriously desperate. Like people can be so vague these days.
Oh, yeah.
When I
Very.
see all this designer stuff, I'm like, bruv.
I don't care about all the design and all that, you know.
I
I
never
do not
did.
care at all.
I'm just
Bro,
saying,
if
I'll
you
shop
saw
at
me-
H&M and that.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you saw me all
calm.
these years, I never really had expensive clothes. Like, I just
that's
wear
same
what's
with me,
comfortable.
like-
Yeah, man.
And you know what, lads? It's not about what you drip. It's about how you drip.
Exactly.
Because you can have the deadest clothes, but you can have style, fam.
Gee, it's about
Yeah,
how you pull it
exactly.
off, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know? But yeah. Let's...
We kind of went off topic slightly.
Yeah, we
innit?
slack.
Just a little bit, but
I was just gonna say like let's not slide
I
off.
was
too
like, we're
much.
talking about clothes and brands now. I was
let's
like,
not go-
what? How do we get here?
Shit. But yeah, we'll
not
talk.
go too
The next
far,
one is
no.
about like platonic friendships and whether it's okay.
Platonic friendships between men and women.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on that? Do you think is it possible to have a completely platonic relationship between a man and a woman where not even sexual fantasizing comes into play from either side?
Yes.
yeah, it's
Because it's
possible.
about what.
Sorry.
It's about what's your motive at the end of the day. It's all it boils down to intention.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you don't see a person a particular way, like you don't want to be more than friends, I think you can, but it has to be on like a brotherly, sisterly level, in my opinion.
That's what I agree with. I think it's like you have to literally be like brothers and sisters, as in you kind of have to grow up together for you to not even look
Yeah.
at someone that way.
Yes.
Because if you've only known someone for say 2 or 3 years and she's a friend, but let's say she's attractive, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, we are men, innit? 9 times out of 10, you're gonna think it is gonna cross your mind, like, oh, I wonder how it'd be to be like this, more than friends with this girl, based on the fact that she's paying. Because let's be honest, if she's butters, you're definitely not gonna think that, innit?
Yeah.
But if she's paying, it is gonna cross your mind. But if you guys grew up together since childhood,
Yeah.
that's never gonna cross you. It's gonna look weird. It's gonna seem weird to you.
Yeah.
So I agree with your point. It has to be like on a brotherly, sisterly level, bro.
It has to be, because then what other choice is there other than like either a romance thing or as a brotherly, sisterly level?
Exactly. There's no in between, innit?
There's literally no in
It's
between.
one or the other.
Apart from
100,
the
man.
growing up thing, like me personally, I don't think it can work. Like
It's a very rare
a
thing.
a
innit,
boy
to
and a
see.
girl, like obviously,
What, to be friends?
yeah, no, obviously, like it can work in some circumstances, but really and truly, one of them's gonna catch feelings. Because think about
If you're
bonding
close,
with
if
them.
you're-
Yeah, like
yeah.
you're bonding with them, you're talking to them all the time, and then you may think, oh, you know what, I actually like this person, and you start thinking different stuff.
What
and
if?
then
Is
Yeah,
the grass
what if?
green on the other side?
Yeah.
Nah, you see what I'm saying?
that's what ruins good friendships.
Yeah,
like.
a lot of the
100.
time.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. It's nice to have a girl as a friend. You know what I mean? But
It gets to a point
There's
where
the
you're gonna
chances.
wonder,
Yeah.
Do you
the
guys have
chances.
any platonic relationships at all?
with girls.
Girls.
I think I do, but we're not close though. Like we're friends, like we're cool, but I don't have a female best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Actually,
someone
no, I
that
do actually, but
I'm talking about someone you're close with. Do you have a close friend,
yeah.
like a close female friend that you have a completely platonic
Oh
relationship?
no,
Nah,
Because me personally, I don't either.
I don't.
No,
You know?
I don't.
it's risky.
It's like you're friends, but you're a bit more than friends as
Yeah.
well because certain things
Yeah,
happen.
that-
So yeah, I'd never. had
There's
that.
female associates that you'll speak to every now and then.
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
that's
of
what
I don't have
referring
I
to.
don't have a girl as a friend. Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
I can't really say I've had a girl as a friend since maybe college.
Yeah,
Mm.
literally.
Honestly,
Yeah.
you know, I just don't. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but for me personally, I just can't do it in it.
You don't even want to put yourself in that position.
Exactly,
Like,
especially when you're in a relationship as well.
It gets
Yeah.
long.
Yeah,
It gets long.
you know.
and that can open a door to potentially like cheating. To be frank,
Fam, that's a situation no one wants to be in.
one's
No one wants to be in that. Oh,
you know,
when the temptation is there, but she's also your friend,
temptation.
but you got
That's
a
it.
girl at home. Long.
That's why it's best not to put yourself in that situation, especially if you have a girl.
Yeah.
Don't have like me personally. Don't have a girl as a friend.
That's
Don't even
good.
speak to any other girl. Me personally, if you
Yeah.
have a girl, that's your best friend. That's what you
Yeah,
speak to.
and a lot of the time it saves you a lot of drama as well because
100.
it won't make your own girlfriend insecure. Because
Exactly.
a lot of your girlfriends will get insecure if you're bare close with another girl who's just your friend. You know when they say,
Exactly.
"Oh, she's just a friend," but
Yeah.
they're thinking, "Is she though?" Like,
Same way as other way around. Like if a girl has a guy as a friend,
yeah,
I
exactly.
can't
we,
lie.
If we get insecure,
yeah,
a
that's
bit.
a mad thing. Still.
No, it's true, fam. We
It's
get
true.
insecure
It's
about
true.
it,
You get
man.
insecure about it.
No matter how much we try to, you know what I'm saying,
Mask
act
it.
like it doesn't.
Yeah.
It does a little bit, at least a little bit. If they're too close, innit?
Yeah,
There's even memes on social media of like guys saying, "Oh, how I comfort my female best friend," and it's of him
Yeah.
touching.
Oh,
her
I
and
saw
doing
that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of long still.
Lying to yourself. You're not friends. You're more than that.
A lie.
that's what I mean. I do this brother or sister. Sorry, what brothers?
Brotherly love kind of thing.
Yeah, like
Sisterly brother.
at this point in man's life, well, at the age I'm at, even if I wasn't in a relationship, it's like the type of friends I want to have are like brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know, nothing else.
nothing more. Yeah,
Exactly.
Nothing less.
So then that brings up the question: is it really possible to have a platonic relationship? Then,
If you're single,
I mean,
Nah, it's true. Nah, what you saying
Sorry,
is
man.
true.
I think it depends on the circumstance of
Yeah.
how long you've known the person. Like back to Robert's point, it's like if you guys are close and you kind of grew up together, like basically brothers and sisters,
Yeah,
I think it's possible. But if it's someone you met at work or something like that, I don't think it's gonna last long.
yeah,
That's
real.
true.
Personally.
because it's not your choice. You're working with them,
Yeah, exactly.
especially if they're
Unless you're not
attractive. It might
attractive.
be a
And
bit long.
yeah, do you know how many people at my workplace that are beaten on the low, but they're portraying themselves as friends, but I know,
But you
fam,
know, it's
fam, because people at work they like to gossip in it, so
Yeah.
it's gonna come out. Like there's people at work that I know are beaten, but they're trying to act like they're just pally best friends. Nah, we know who you fooling, bro. Like,
It's true. Nah, it's true.
yeah, so it's BS, man.
wow.
So going back to Daniel's question, to be honest, nowadays I don't think it's possible. Like, I don't feel like unless you grew up with them, I don't feel like
yeah.
it's
I
good.
agree.
I don't feel like.
So, guys, what do you guys feel about social media and its influence on relationships?
Boy.
I feel like nowadays it has a big impact on relationships because people be on social media and they'll see something like, oh, if my man doesn't have this or if my girl doesn't have this,
I hate
then
seeing
I
that.
don't want it. And then that has an impact on them and they think, you know what? He's right. The meme page is right. Like
Yeah.
The meme pages, they're
the,
a role
the,
model,
the, the
fam.
meme page, yeah,
Imagine
like
basing a relationship on a meme, bro.
that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Like
Facts.
I feel like people are easily influenced nowadays by social media.
Social media is a facade, man. It's not the real world. For me anyway, I've never really based my life on anyone else's. I mean, I look for inspiration, but I look to people like from like if I look for examples, I look at someone like, I don't know, Nissy T, for example. As
Smart
she's a
girl, fam.
Christian
Smart girl.
girl, or anyone that's like from a faith. because the values that they have is like they really set examples as to how a relationship should be. Like the dynamic that they follow, I also see that, and obviously that's what we all want. You know, that's what we should, because that's what's gonna work at the end of the day. You know,
So basically, you look up to their relationship because it's how you would want your relationship to be, like, you know, faith based, and you know, both successful and all that. Because
yes,
to my understanding, Nissy T is married now or engaged or something.
she's
like
married
that.
now.
Yeah, she's married, and it looks like a successful relationship. You know, I think the guy is a banker or something.
Yeah,
And they're both very Christian. And,
Yeah.
you know, that's a nice thing to be in. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks like a successful relationship, but you never know what happens behind closed doors.
that's the thing. We don't see the fights. We
Yeah,
don't see
you
their
know,
arguments.
you only see the good side.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's why, like, later on down in Anthony,
No.
like later on down in life, like I don't know what type of art I'm gonna create. I don't know whether it's music. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I want to. The message that I want to portray is that I want to see people. I want to see people. Oh, come on, Rob. I want to let people see the rawness of like the rocky parts of
the relationship.
marriage,
Mm-hmm.
of social media, of just different aspects of life.
Wait, you want people to see it on social media?
The parts that people don't see behind closed doors. So, like, for example, marriage,
Yeah.
because all everyone sees is just cake, decor,
Oh yeah.
the ceremony, you know, the good stuff, the roses and whatnot. But people don't see the long suffering, you know, then health and sickness. They think, oh, rah. Some people just dip out. Like, for example, marriage, man don't even stick to the vows. People, they're not sticking to vows nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the divorce happening here and there and XYZ. But people, they're not really in relationships for, like, the proper reasons.
Yeah, but to add to that point, someone might turn around and say, is it really people's business for you to show the rocky side to your relationship? Because obviously you can show what you want to show, but do you have to?
Not my personal relationship.
Oh,
just
I think you were talking about your personal
Oh,
relationship.
hell no.
Oh, I was about to say. That's what I was like, wait, why would you do that?
I'm not giving man access like that. No, but like generically speaking.
Oh, okay.
Generically speaking, like the fights that happens, like obviously everyone faces different challenges and circumstances.
Yeah.
You know, I want people to actually see, because the message I want to get is like, are you really ready for such things like that? Because when you're given a situation, what are you going to do? Are you just going to dip out and run?
Right.
Or are you actually going to stick by the side of your spouse and actually fight through your problems?
I feel like back in the day, that's what people used to do. They used to stick together, fight through the problems. But now, divorce is so common. Like, no one really stays together.
Over the years, the divorce rates have increased massively. Fam.
Yeah,
The
like-
percentages.
They don't stay together for long. Like, one little stupid thing and you know what? Divorce.
Ducking out. Like,
No, it's true.
but like that's with this whole social media thing. Like so many people, a lot of us, a large mass of us, there's just so much that outside looking in sees. There's so much that the eye can see. You know, no one gets to see the fight. Well, not that they should anyway, but no one really gets to see the realities. You know, behind, you know what?
Glitz and glamour.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should never let anything on social media have an influence on your relationship.
Never.
100.
Never,
A
man.
Never.
relationship is between two people, you and your partner. No one else should have any say or influence on it.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
that's the way it should be.
Yeah, and I feel so many, especially these young girls that, you know, take these celebrities as their role models, like, you know what I'm saying, Cardi B, for example, her relationship with Offset. A lot of people look up to that relationship, and that is one of the most toxic relationships I've ever seen on social media, fam.
Yeah.
It's mad. So I think, we need to basically reprogram our youth's mindset, because that's not the way forward. I'm worried for the future of this generation, bro. Honestly, if that's your role model, it's looking peak for us, man.
Yeah.
Another one is Quavo and Sweetie. For example, when Sweetie got that Birkin bag from Quavo, you know, she's going on social media, bigging it up, saying if you ain't getting something like this from your man, then selling to the streets.
Oh, then your man don't
That's
want
so
you.
toxic, though.
That's just
like,
absolute
you're
nonsense.
expecting expectations
You
for
know what I
like.
mean? Like
the-
you're looking at materialistic things.
There you go.
Yeah,
It's materialistic.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Or yeah, I've even seen it like some similar posts like that. Oh, if your man don't do this, is he really your boyfriend or is he really your man? I just
Yeah,
think that's
like-
absolute nonsense.
Like,
Like,
what?
I just think it's ridiculous.
It
you
really
know?
is.
absolutely.
It's such a bad mentality to have, and that's how
Especially the
you
materialistic part.
exactly, and that's how you don't find true happiness.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's why you see. That's why you see, so many single. I'm not trying to bash women again. like,
Yeah.
for real. But that's why you see so many single women these days. Hey, I'm not trying to have no backlash. You know?
I
Like,
know.
this is my opinion, innit?
go on.
But that's why I see so many single women these days, innit? You know, the expectations that they have,
yeah.
Too high.
it's so unrealistic,
Yeah.
and you know, and that's why you never find happiness. Like, I'm just being real, innit?
That's actually so
No,
true.
it's true. So yeah, you
So,
were
like-
saying heights.
Yeah, like I feel like social media is starting to have that view on heights. Like you have to be a certain height for a male anyway. You have to be a certain height, like 6 foot over. And I feel like that's corrupting girls' minds. Like I have a boy, I'm not gonna say his name, I don't wanna bait him out. But he said he went to link a girl off Tinder. And after when he went up with her, she said, "Oh, you're not 6 foot," and she walked off.
What?
Yeah. My boy, he knows who he is. But
Left him hanging
just
like
left
that.
him.
Just
Like, you're not
must
6
be
foot.
burning.
Yeah.
Because that's disrespectful.
Yeah,
And
nah, like,
it's
so
very
many
insulting.
levels.
Was the girl
Like-
black or white?
I can't remember. Probably mixed race or something. Knowing the type of guy he goes for mixed race girls.
Oh man, that's mad.
Like I don't know. Do girls feel more secure when the guy's 6
You
foot?
know what? I've asked a lot of I've seen that question being asked
Mm-hmm.
to girls, and usually they say, "Yeah, we want a 6 foot plus guy because we feel protected." But I'm thinking protected from what? Though?
From what?
Bullshit, bro.
Who's coming out for you?
You got a
You live-
mafia on you or Russian
Like,
army or something?
bro, you're living in London, bro. You're good. Like, who's coming for you? But
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't get it personally.
Nothing about protection. It's just like it's a desire.
It's social
Yeah,
media. It's just
Yeah,
playing
but
all
if you
these
think
seeds in
about
their
it,
head,
this I don't think it was there before, this height thing. Maybe it
That-
was a little bit, but not as
Nah.
much as
Well,
now.
not- yeah,
That was
not
not
as
there
much as
before.
It
now.
wasn't as loud.
Yeah,
as
yeah, it wasn't as loud.
Because
Yeah.
when I was little, I don't remember height being such a big factor.
Yeah, like
yeah,
So definitely social media, man.
you know,
it's toxic, man.
very.
Because
toxic.
being taller doesn't make someone good in any way. Like,
Is him being taller gonna make him treat you better? Like,
for real, in any way. Does it make him more talented? Does it make
Yeah.
him prettier? It just doesn't make any sense. It's just height.
100.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
like,
You need to stop looking at. So they need to stop looking at features and start looking at, you know,
Just
what's
the
going
correct
on, like,
dynamics.
the
mindset.
mindset and the personality.
Exactly.
It's
You know,
true.
that's what's most important. That's what's gonna make you happy. You
There's
know?
a lot of girls that look for that though. Like, not everyone's like that. Not
Yeah, it's
everyone's
true,
influenced
it's
by
true, it's
social
true.
media. A lot of people are woke.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Imagine, yeah. Once upon a time, there was no social media. What were a man basing their life off then?
Tradition, maybe? You know? Like, it was, yeah.
No, there was no.
I think
Facebook.
it was because if social media is not there, you just go by what you know, basically. So, yeah, you know what you want in a woman, you go for that ASAP. There's no third party like social media telling you what you should go for. You know in your mind what you want, and I wish it would go back to that, man, because
old school is better.
it's like every man can think for themselves and every woman can think for themselves, and everyone just go for who they would like,
Yeah.
not they don't go for what social media told them to go for.
Yeah.
So I think if it goes back to that, it would be great, man. Everyone would be happier.
And plus, back in the day, people used to talk face to face because technology wasn't as
Yeah,
advanced as
exactly.
now. Like, you didn't have all BBM or Instagram. You message a girl on Instagram now, mad followers.
And that's why people back then had better people skills, fam. 'Cause
Yeah,
they were putting that in practice every day. You had
Yeah,
no choice but to
just
meet,
speak to people,
girl.
like-
even asking numbers, like,
Yeah,
or
like-
moving to gal.
yeah,
Like, you had to
go up to
walk-
them.
go
like,
up to them.
Even if you're shy as hell,
Yeah,
like,
you have to
it's-
man up and go.
gotta
bro.
do it.
Now you just do it through social
Social
and
media, DM them.
We're getting
Yeah,
Snap or we're even getting Snap and Instas now, man.
yeah,
Mm.
man.
More time they air when you DM them or you DM someone with high followers or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot still.
Maybe that's
100%.
another thing about DMs. When girls get bare DMs, maybe that boosts their ego.
Oh, it does, 100%.
Without a
Bruv.
doubt.
They feel like they
gasses
feel
them
like
up.
Beyonce,
Yes.
fam.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's true. It's true.
Bare unread messages.
I'll be real, yeah. Just because you got bare DMs, like it don't make you nothing special. Man's gonna just move on to the next one.
Yeah,
That's how it is.
that's how it is.
That's how it is.
And more
Like,
time, they just want to be. They don't really want to take you out to no place, to no respectable place, and they just want to beat.
But it comes back
That's
to
how it
ego.
is,
I feel
man.
like they're doing it to boost their self up.
Yeah,
Like, cool.
yeah.
Yeah, they're saying, "Oh yeah, I got bare man messaging me." That's for
But
themselves.
to be
like-
fair, some guys do it too. You know, like when they
Oh, yeah,
when
yeah,
they
yeah.
move to girl just to see if they still got it.
yeah.
They
But then they
really
don't care about the girl.
Yeah, they
Or
don't
they
care.
just-
They just want to see if they still got. If they can still move to girl. If if girls still find them attractive. If you can get bare girls, they just want to see that.
they're just in their game.
Yeah, it's like a game.
The
yes.
game is the game, bro.
It's the game, bro. Like, yeah, men do that as well.
The
I'm not
game
gonna
is
lie.
rough. The game is rough still.
Like, I remember, like, I don't know if you man used to watch Backchat, but there was an episode. Do you remember Esther when she was like, "I want a man. If he tells me to shut up, I shut up," or something like that. I want a guy to.
All right, babe.
I want a guy to put me in my place. All of that. I was like,
Backchat is
Wow.
Now, fell
Backchat
off
is
of
a
that,
bunch
man.
of loud people shouting at each
Just
other.
loud
100%.
people.
100%.
Not even getting no point across.
yeah,
No,
just chatting,
just
over
chatting
each other.
rubbish.
In my opinion, just lacking substance now. Like I used to watch Backchat like how I used to watch Waterloo Road, man. Like
No, I used to watch it on a regular.
faithfully. I would
Yeah,
watch
same.
it so faithfully. Like if an episode drops, I'll be there.
Yeah,
Like,
8 o'clock. you know.
God, you know, like. But then now it's just the same old things again. Like
The topics, they
It's
lack so
nonsense.
much
It's
substance.
nonsense, man.
The girls on there are tapped though. I remember there was a girl that said if he licks me out on while she's on her period,
Oh,
she
on the
respects him
reds.
All
more.
that shit.
Like
Nunu.
tapped. That is
you
tapped.
see, on that angle, I could see where she was coming from, but. Like no, no,
Yo,
no, hear what I'm saying. No, I don't agree.
Yo,
I don't agree.
okay.
I can just see her perspective
Let's let him land.
What's
Let
the
him land.
perspective?
because she's on a thing of like like if my man is willing to go
The extra mile.
the
Yeah.
extra mile,
Yeah.
like to pull off a sacrifice like that. I'm not for that, obviously, but it's wild, isn't it?
But it's not
So
even a
I need to put
sacrifice.
your
It's
blood
just
in my
plain
mouth.
disgusting.
That's what-
show you.
no,
I'm
but that's
willing
what it is
go
to
the
her.
extra mile.
I can't understand.
that's what it
that.
is to her.
I can't understand that.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
To
okay,
her,
okay,
to her.
okay.
Yes.
Because she's horny in that specific period. I mean, in that moment,
Yes.
and she needs to be pleasured. So most men wouldn't even go near her because she's on the reds. But she's saying that if he's willing to do that,
Like he's willing to do that
at a
regardless.
moment when she's in need of pleasure,
Yes.
then that makes him a real one.
That's what she thinks.
That's her perspective.
That's her
Okay,
perspective.
I get what she's saying, but
I
not
don't
for
agree
that.
either.
I'm not for that.
I'm not for that either.
But
Yeah, it's just her
And
perspective.
there's many girls that are not for that as well. Many girls who are on the period, they might be roasting, but they wouldn't want their man to come near them when they're on the reds because they themselves think it's disgusting.
It's unhygienic. It's
gross,
not
man.
sanitary.
That's it. That's it for this week's episode of Eccentric Minds Podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Like always, we're going to be back stronger, harder. We're going to do better. And we hope you're going to enjoy the next episode. And yeah, also feel free to leave some suggestions in the comments on what
some
topics you would like
questions.
us to talk about in the coming episodes because we listen to our audience and we want you to always be engaged. So until next time, see ya.
Peace.
Yeah, man.
hey, I knew you man were gonna laugh at me for that. Hey, laugh, man. This thing's in the way, cause I'm trying to.
Oh, that was jokes.
Oh, is that too far though?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I should have done in the first place. You better put that in first.
If you put that in now, you can put my mistakes in.
No. I said,
No, I lie.